Yo. Yo. Yeah. Let's go. Moses. No one, the hottest one chosen. Southside frozen. Everybody out there know this. Fly like locusts. Riding the lotus, coasting, sipping on the potion. Moving in emotion, it's similar to ocean. They disagree? They're probably on the stick for the roast. In the streets of the show. Players, you know that I'm coaching. Everybody know? Me, I'm just spitting. None of this written. Doodle on my boot is still shit that I'm kicking. I don't know. Yo, cut the music. Cut the damn. Let me do it. What's going on? It's your boy Nick Motors 05. Mo fam, what's going on? Now we are doing a stream early this time. A lot of people are going to be tuning in. We got a whole different crowd. Shane, what's going on? If you are in the chat, burn up in the chat. We seem to have a lot tuning in already. Yeah, let me go ahead and let me get this plug straight. I don't want to be, I want to make sure I got room. Okay, can everybody see me okay? Is that good? Is the camera good? Let's see if we adjust it a little bit. A little bit, is that better? Okay, I feel like that's better. Colors getting a little bit better. All right, I feel great. Now, let me go ahead and start the show off right. What's going on? It's your boy Nick Motors 05, Mo fam. You could be anywhere else in the world. You are here with your boy. Dap me up, hairy knuckles and all. Okay, shout out Shane. I see you in the chat. Everybody else is tuning in. We got one hell of a show and we got to get through. We try to do these shows in an hour, so we want to get through it in 1 hour. Okay, and then we want to go live later on because there's some things we want to talk about later on tonight. So without further ado, let's get to the damn show. Now, everybody know what time it is. This is Gaming Gone Wild, aka Moses Crime Weekly was the old name. Now, this is something where we talk about crimes around gaming. And we like to do recent things, right? We don't want to cover things that's already been covered in the past. We want to cover a lot of things that's been, let's say, more localized, don't get talked about. And we want to cover those things here. They're very important to a lot of people. And they may not be important to mainstream media. So we want to go ahead and give it its time here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the glasses. Hopefully everything is set up correctly. This is an impromptu show. We're going to have a wonderful show in 1 hour. And if we get through it in 1 hour, I'll be amazed, guys. So we got a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and start with a Louisville man who is now arrested because he struck an infant with a controller. Yes, you hear me correctly. So this is a father who had a violent outburst during an argument, and it turned into a nightmare for him. Authorities say 31-year-old, and I want to get his name correct, Stephen Harris, okay, threw a video game controller that struck his 5-week-old baby in the head, excuse me. So on August 31st, during a heated argument between Stephen and his baby's mother, Harris allegedly hurled a gaming controller in anger. The mother was holding their infant at the time, and the controller struck the baby in the head. The child was rushed to Norton's Children's Hospital, where the doctors discovered bilateral skull fractures, along with subdural and and I hope I got this right, subarachnoid hemorrhages, which is a combination of injuries that's like, it's near fatal abuse, okay? So CPS was called and notified on September 3rd, prompting detectives to do an investigation, and Harris was then arrested the next day and charged with first-degree assault and first-degree criminal abuse against someone, who is 12 and, yeah, we got to keep monetization. I know a lot of people say, why do you bleep out these words? This is what happens. And no, because we got to keep the monetization going. A lot of people, they censor content, and we want to make sure to get it out. All right. So just so everybody know the timeline of events, this was August 31st when the argument occurred, and the controller was thrown and the baby was struck. Child Protective Services were called on September 3rd. So from August 31st to September 3rd, I wonder what was going on. But nonetheless, CPS heard the reports after all the hospital intake documents came out. Harris was then arrested and arraigned. Bond is currently set for $10,000 cash, which means he could bond out for $1,000. I'm sure he's bonded out right now. Harris has a scheduled preliminary court hearing, which is scheduled for September 12th. Everybody tune in for that and make sure to, we'll find out what's going on. I try to keep everybody updated as well. But this is a 5-week-year-old baby that is struggling. They struggling all because some guy gets mad and throws a video game controller. Stephen Harris, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm glad we can see him right there. Everybody can take a good look at him. Yeah. Great dad, right? Woo! What a guy. What a guy. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next story. So this next story comes out of Long Island, New York. Shout out New York, big city of dreams. Okay, let me get focused. So from Long Island, prosecutors say a years-long counterfeit operation funneled fake Nintendo products through Amazon, racking up more than $2 million in sales. Holy bejesus. Woo! Authorities say 34-year-old Isaac Lapidus of Lawrence, New York, ran 5 different Amazon seller accounts tied to an Island Park warehouse. The accounts operating under names like Panda Vita, Inc., Unibabe, ABC of Product, This Too Shall Pass, and Zuzu Cares for You. Allegedly, these all sold counterfeit Nintendo Switch docks, adapters, and Pokemon Go Plus accessories. Now, I don't know how counterfeit they were. Someone else could testify to that, but that's what we have, allegedly, all right? So between October of 2018 and September of 2025, it's a very long investigation, a lot of information. Investigators believe Lapidus moved more than 200,000 fake Switch docking stations, 10,000 dock adapters, and over 15,000 Pokemon Go Plus accessories. Customers complained in reviews, but the sales still reached over $2 million before Amazon and Nintendo flagged the accounts and shut them down. On September 2nd, investigators raided the Island Park warehouse, as you see there. They recovered dozens of boxes filled with counterfeit products. Lapidus was then arrested that same day. He was arraigned on charges of first-degree trademark counterfeiting and fourth-degree conspiracy. Of course, he pleaded not guilty and was released to pretrial services. If he is convicted, though, however, he faces up possibly to 15 years in prison. Whoa! $2 million, 15. Oh, man. So faces up to 15 years. He might serve, who knows? It's going to be very similar to another case. We heard other cases. My man, I don't even want to say his name, but Uber Chips. Okay. My other dog, I don't want to say his name either, but y'all know. Just think of Mario and the other is Nemesis. Okay. They are my dogs. I hate to bring them up and things like this, but when you start talking about Nintendo, wow. So this guy was selling a lot of counterfeit parts. If you bought a Pokemon dock or a dock from anywhere from one of these stores, you possibly have a counterfeit Nintendo product. All right. So it has been shut down. The warehouse is raided. It's over with. Unless they have multiple operations, which they may, and a lot of times they do. So, yeah, Lapidus. Enjoy, sir. Let's move on to the next one. So, this is our third story today. We're going to be talking about a late night round of gaming that turned into a hail of braca. 17-year-old boy was playing video games with his friends, chilling at the house, when gunshots ripped through a living room window and actually striking him in the back. Just after 1:20 a.m. on September 1st, police say shots were fired along the 1500 block of Adams Avenue in city's Frankfurt neighborhood. One of those bullets pierced the window of a home, hitting the teenager while he was gaming inside with his friends. And it's sad to hear people go through this while they're gaming with their friends. So officers quickly responded and rushed to the teen. They got him to Temple University Hospital, where he was treated for the gunshot wound to the back, and he is right now in stable condition. Thank God. Police later released video showing the suspect firing multiple rounds along Adams Avenue, and he is described as a man with short black hair, last seen wearing a white t-shirt, light blue jeans, and white sneakers. As of now, no arrests have been made, and investigators have not determined even the motive. Now, just so everyone can have a timeline of events, gunfire was actually erupted on September 1st around 1:22 a.m. And shortly after is where the police find the 17-year-old inside the home hit. Victim was reported in stable condition that same day, but September 6th is when the video footage was actually released of the individual, and they're still seeking any leads. All right, so Philadelphia authorities are looking out. If anybody has anything, you can go ahead and put it out there. That's crazy work to hit some dude playing a game, man. You know what I mean? And you know what? Hit up Philadelphia police, y'all. I usually be with the, I don't do the snitching thing. That's where I come. But no, this is different, man. He was playing the game. He ain't do nothing, man. Everybody just, if you know him, just show him. All right, let's go ahead and move on. If you know him, show him. That's my new saying. So we're now going to talk about a story from Florida, which everybody's not surprised about these stories that come out of Florida, where a family fight over a missing PlayStation 4 game actually spiraled way out of control. This was from Marion County, where there was a response off of Southwest 43rd Terrace in Ocala after reports of a disturbance. Investigators say Alexandra Dominguez followed her mother and brother home from a park where they have agreed to return a PlayStation 4 console. When the console was handed to her, Dominguez allegedly became enraged over a missing game and the console box. She wanted everything. The situation quickly escalated. Dominguez immediately shoved her mother to the ground and placed her hands around her neck, strangling her. When her younger brother tried to step in, Dominguez then turned on him, grabbing him in his groin and pulling his beard, striking him multiple times. Now, both victims had visible injuries that were documented at the scene. Dominguez fled, but was later arrested on a warrant. Last week in Judge Peter Bringham's courtroom, Marion County jury needed only 20 minutes. They didn't need long. They only needed 20 minutes to find her guilty of domestic battery of strangulation and an additional count of battery. She was immediately taken into custody pending sentencing, and the felony charges carry a penalty of up to 5 years. All right. So Dominguez, I understand the PlayStation game wasn't there, and this is something where I know a lot of people do get very mad over video games, especially how much things are costing nowadays. But it's not worth the jail time. Okay. There are civil things that you can do, and this is not one of them. All right. So there she is. You can go ahead and take a look. I'm sure she doesn't look like that every day. But after you apparently beat up your brother and mother, that's how you look. Guys, that is gaming gone wild. Camille, what's going on? Dap me up, Camille. Hairy Knuckles and all. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you here. We're going to go ahead. We got a lot to talk about. Like I said, we're going to be moving on. We got a smoking hot show today. Hopefully the stream deck's working great. Let's see if this thing is doing good. Okay, it's doing great. Doing great. Let's see what we got.
Can you dig it, sucker?
We're still on. We're still on. All right. So, guys, this one right here is near and dear to my heart. Everybody who is faithful watchers of the podcast know how die-hard of a fan I am to the Call of Duty franchise. I've been behind the Call of Duty franchise since day one. Everybody know I never turn my back on Call of Duty. Call of Duty. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking dark, man. It's looking real dark, man. It's not looking good. Y'all see I got Call of Duty and Battlefield 6 on each side of me because it's really going down. This might be by Call of Duty. Before I get, hold on, I heard we dropped. Are we back? Are we back? Okay. Somebody told me we're back. Okay. But the fumble is so hard. And I'm going to do this so we can go ahead. I want to make sure that we're clear. We're not using any extra bandwidth or anything. Right now, I'm wireless, so everyone knows. Usually I have the wire cable, had some issues. It didn't get here in time. So nonetheless, we got to do the show. But for Call of Duty to actually be in a position where we're trying to play catch up, I haven't seen this in a long time. You know, Call of Duty, even diehard fans. I got homeboys who have told me they officially switched. They are officially going Battlefield 6. They're not even looking at Black Ops 7. And that's crazy. Now, I am diehard Call of Duty. I'm not going to turn my back on you like that. I'm with you because I do believe in Black Ops 7. You're going to prove everything. You're going to prove everybody wrong. And everybody else who's making fun of me. I've seen the comments of the clips. Believe me, I put up clips and these comments have been coming, man. Oh my gosh. I've been getting roasted in every type of way. But guess what? Joke's going to be on all of you. Joke's going to be on all of you. All right. Roast me all you want. I represent my franchise. If you're a Cleveland Brown fan, you're going to represent the Cleveland Browns. Right? That's what I'm doing for Call of Duty. So now let me get to the sad news. So this is kind of crazy, man. I don't even know where to start. Steven Spielberg. Let's just say that. The name Steven Spielberg. Everybody should know Steven Spielberg, right? Let's clap it up. Everybody knows Steven Spielberg. He's the man behind Saving Private Ryan. I believe it is. Saving Private Ryan? I don't know what it is. I think it's Saving Private Ryan. It's some good movies, though. Steven Spielberg has done so many movies. But Saving Private Ryan, I think, was one that was a classic. But nonetheless, Steven Spielberg was apparently trying to direct the Call of Duty movie. Yes, for those who do not know, the Call of Duty movie was coming. Steven Spielberg was right there, man. They had him in the bag. He put an offer out there like everybody else. He presented what he was going to do with the script, what creative control he wanted, what direction he was going. He presented everything. He came with a Activision. Activision didn't take 2 seconds to even think about it. You know what Activision said? They said, hell no. They said, hell no. Pinky ain't lying. They said, hell no for the Call of Duty movie for Steven Spielberg. Now, on one side, I can say, okay, you give Steven Spielberg full control. We've seen what happened with some other gaming franchises, right? We've seen that. Okay, you give up everything and you never know. Your franchise could be looking dark. But let's be honest, Steven Spielberg, oh my goodness. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on because I'm not even going to talk about that. But nonetheless, they told Steven Spielberg no. It's disgusting work. And I don't know how you just quickly told him no. Like he should have been, what you could have did is negotiated. Hey, we'll give you a little bit control, but we, can we look at it last or something, some oversee something. Nonetheless, Black Ops 6 pushed out an update that actually reduced the file size. And you would think that's a huge W, right? But folks who logged in found out that the game wasn't even installed, man. I'm not lying. The game's not even installed. Nothing's installed. You just got Call of Duty headquarters. So you telling me I got to download everything again? What if I'm on a data limit? Oh, come on, man. Call of Duty. You're not looking good, man. You're not looking good, man. This is nasty work. I'm damn near about to pull out. You know what? I'm not going to pull out the liquor, man. You're not going to cause me to drink again. This has already been last time I've been drinking. We're not doing that again. So, meanwhile, you got Battlefield 6 on the other side, okay? And Battlefield 6 is making waves, man. There's been all types of leaks, left and right. There's been all types of leaks. Draw 29. What's going on? Dap me up, man. Good to see you. There's been all types of leaks for Battlefield 6, different stages, different modes, different weapons, and everybody's just drooling. I'm looking at it. I played the beta. I was in there. I was first come, first serve, and I'm not going to lie. Tempting, man. It's tempting. It's almost like when Popeyes released a chicken sandwich, right? You love Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich so much, but you had Popeyes and you said, hold up. Hold up. Is that what I'm doing with Call of Duty and Battlefield right now? Is this what it is? A Popeyes chicken sandwich to a Chick-fil-A? I don't know. I'm just trying to compare it to y'all. Okay. But they did. Battlefield 6 said no ray tracing at launch. So I know a lot of people might boo. I don't give a shit about ray tracing. Hey, game looked good when I played it. It'll be at 120 hertz, I believe, about the ray tracing. I'm one that I don't care. I know some of you might be like, oh, I want the ray tracing. I don't care. Okay. They had some other things. Let me see here. They had an assault class, okay, that they show has a deployable ladder right now. I don't know about a deployable ladder. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm very curious to see a tall building and somebody, bam, put the ladder up and just climb in. That is, oh my goodness, man. A deployable ladder, bro. A deployable ladder, man. Hold on. No, I didn't even know that. See, I told you, I don't go over this news. Call of Duty. You know what? This is official what Call of Duty needs to do right now. Call of Duty, you steal everything. Everything that Battlefield's doing right now, I need you to steal it. I need you to steal it, man. I'm sorry. All my Battlefield guys, man. We stealing it. And you need to come up with some new things as well. Take everything. Now, I don't even want to talk about nothing else, man. There's a whole lot more with Battlefield. No, we're done. We're done here, man. We're done. This subject is done. Battlefield 6 is coming soon. I will be playing Battlefield 6. I'm not gonna lie, Call of Duty. Hey, when you release, I'm jumping off shit, man. Battlefield 6. I'm getting ready for you. Man. That's all I'm doing. I'm warming up the seat for when you get here, so you can sit down. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing for you, Call of Duty. So chill out. I'm gonna play Battlefield 6. Okay, here we go. And I ain't gonna lie, Shane, all the way in Melbourne, Australia. I don't know. They ain't got a Popeyes out there, man. Come on out to the States, man. We got a couple of them. We'll fatten you up good over here, Shane. Okay. And I ain't gonna lie, out there, y'all got some food too. I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay. But let's go ahead and move on. I'm not even gonna do this no more. I'm not gonna disrespect such a good franchise that's been going good for so long. As a matter of fact, we finally lost. Y'all so happy. All you Battlefield 6 guys. Oh man, I told you it was gonna be. I told you. Battlefield 2042 sucked, bro. It sucked. And a matter of fact, when I leaked, yes, I did leak some video footage of Battlefield 2042, and it got taken down by EA, and they struck me and all types of shit. Now I'm seeing everybody else get struck by EA. So ha. That's what happens. I don't give a damn. That was petty. I felt like it was petty. Let's move on. Okay. So go ahead and move on to the next one. Yo, we doing good. Okay. Everybody should be familiar with this. And I'm not talking about the Wolfpack music. I am actually talking about something we've all seen time and time again. Nintendo's lawyers busy at work, man. Nintendo's lawyers work 24/7. They're like that 24/7 7-Eleven around the corner from you. They're like that corner store that never closes. That's what Nintendo is. So they've chalked up another big win, and I'm sure a lot of people have been hearing about it. This has been making its rounds, but after a year-long battle, a lot of people were waiting on the court date. Shout out Dr. Specimen. We were waiting on a court date around January, but didn't happen. Settlement out of court. All right. So after a year-long battle, Nintendo has officially shut down and have charged modded hardware $2 million. Now, I don't know. Some people might be born. Some people kind of say, yeah, this needs to be done. He got told to stop. He kept doing it, but I ain't all for Nintendo, these millions of dollars. Nintendo got millions. Okay, I think millions of dollars is crazy. Like if it would have said 200,000, my man could take care. But who knows? Modded hardware might got bankroll. I ain't gonna act like I'm counting your pockets, homie. He might just pay that $2 million and brush them off. We don't know. Okay, but let's talk about it. So Ryan Daly, the 34-year-old founder of Modded Hardware, built his business on selling. And this is all reading directly from ChatGPT bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna read this directly from ChatGPT because something might be wrong here. All right, so this is all allegedly some other shit. We are entertainment first. My man Ryan Daly, Modded Hardware. We go back like Ajax, Flapjacks, Crackerjacks, backpacks, knapsacks. You know what I'm saying? We go back like all that. I'm not doing you like that. Okay? Ryan Daly, the 34-year-old founder of Modded Hardware, built his business selling devices like the MIG Switch and the MIG Dumper. The MIG Switch acted like a flash card for those who do not know, and it could run Nintendo games without the actual cartridges. And the MIG Dumper could let you actually rip the physical cards. So on paper, some buyers argued it had legit uses, right? And we were thinking we were going to get to this point of an actual court case with Ryan Daly, and we were possibly going to see something maybe exposed. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we were going to see much. I think this was an open and shut case. But in court filings, Nintendo accused Daly of causing significant and irreparable harm by undermining their DRM and enabling large-scale piracy. Okay? Daly, he didn't even hire a lawyer, man. My man said he's going to represent himself. Now, that kind of make me think he don't got $2 million. I'm going to be honest. When he represents himself, that make me think he don't got $2 million to just give him. Can we get an amen on that? Can we get an amen on that? I ain't going to lie to you. Somebody who got $2 million simply ain't going to represent themselves unless they went to Harvard and they, you know, that's kind of what they do. That don't seem like the case here. But nonetheless, he didn't hire a lawyer. He actually represented himself. And no, you know what happened. It was, of course, shut case, $2 million. So he has to shut down all operations, forfeit the websites, hand over any remaining hardware for destruction. And there's a permanent injunction which bars him from future involvement in modding. He can't sell flashcards, mod chips, pre-hacked consoles, or even invest in companies that do so. So if he's doing any of this, he's basically getting locked up. Okay, so he's done out the modding scene forever. That's kind of what they wanted to do with this. And I believe this is just me, because we're talking about flashcards, mod chips, pre-hack consoles, or investing in companies that do. I think that might even extend to other things like e-bikes, washing machines, you know what I mean? Like any type of electrical shit, like it might pertain to a lot of things. This might lock him out of any of that. And he might got other things he do. He might got a total job. You know, we don't know. Ryan, holla at me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to you, man. We're gonna see what's popping. Right. But this isn't the one-off. Y'all remember back in March of 2024, Yuzu got popped for 2.4 million. Okay, y'all remember that. Also NSW 2U also got popped. We can also talk about Uber chips got popped. We can also talk about Team Executor got popped. We can also talk about who's the guy that was streaming live all the games before they were released. That guy, he was on one of the platforms. He was streaming all Nintendo games live. That guy, we can go ahead and say him. Like a lot of these people are getting popped for millions and millions and millions of dollars. Nobody's winning a court case against Nintendo unless you are prestiged. I think if we have someone who has a repair business, maybe they have a chance. Maybe they can come up and say, hey, I can't replace the USB-C on the Nintendo Switch 2. Because, you know, Nintendo wouldn't sell me a proprietary part, something like that. Like, it got to be something prestigious. It can't be anybody who's modding and then says, hey, I'm just doing it because we have the right to back up. So we have, because I'm not going to lie, these courts, the laws are already set against us, man. All right. So, nonetheless, there was also, you know, some other news about the MIG, and I'm gonna talk about that later. We're gonna go live with Dr. Specimen. But yeah, the court ordered your man Ryan Daly to pay $2 million. He's banned from all modding activity. And just again, so people know what that modding activity involves, Ryan Daly, this permanent injunction of $2 million shuts down all its operations, forfeits its websites, and hands over any remaining hardware for destruction. Also bars him from future involvement in modding. He can't sell flashcards, mod chips, pre-hack consoles, or even invest in any company that does so. They locked him out. Nintendo locked him out, man. Damn. Damn, I don't even know my soundboards. Okay, there you go. It stopped working. My bad. let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Y'all know about, Ryan Daly now, man. Like I said, we got one hell of a show. We got a lot of topics to talk about. Move to, but shout out Ryan, man. Mighty Hardware, holla at me, man. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you up. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up. We gonna talk, man. Come on here to you done now. You got the $2 million settlement, man. Talk to me, man. Let's find out what's really going on. Because this is I actually think $2 million is bullshit. How they doing this? That's just me. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right, hopefully I got this right. Okay. Still doing good. Still doing good. Okay, so this one is something I talked about last week. I'm going to be quick because all sports fans, they care. Sports fans was going crazy over this topic. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and bring it back for you. EA Sports made a serious push for college basketball, y'all. Okay, they actually were going to all these different franchises, even threatening to the point of saying, we're going to take EA out of everything. Anything, we don't matter if we helped you in any other college program. If it's NCAA college, we going to pull all the shit. EA tried to pull all the stops. EA said, we taking all the shit. It ain't working. Okay. And yo, he said, John 5, Modern Hardware. Glad he made it, man. You know what I'm saying? He made it with his ass scraped, but he made it. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, John 5, too. Shout out, man. Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. You know what I'm saying? But they actually pitched a standalone game with every single Division I men's and women's team included, 330 schools, NIL money for every athlete, the whole shebang. Like EA put everything on the table. So guess what happened? They wanted exclusivity. And if you sign with EA, that's it. You can't mess with 2K. You can't talk to 2K. There's no room for 2K years to come. And we've seen this happen with the NFL franchise. And EA has done this in the past. We've seen it. I am one that remember playing NFL Blitz. Talk to me nice. Who remembers playing all these different football games where you could actually have the real players? Joe Montana Sports Talk Football was nice. Okay, I'm just saying that's how I used to be. Until EA locked down the NFL license. But not this time. After years and years and years of the Madden monopolies, programs this time ain't biting, y'all. Finally, they not. And 2K, big shout out to 2K. Let me give you the clap, 2K. You deserve it. You deserve it because it was you last time, 2K, if I remember correctly, who had the battle with EA the first time around. And I remember you released all those 2K games, and for you young puppies out there, let me go ahead and explain to you how it was. EA was releasing a lot of sports games, a lot of them, okay? And they were doing great. They got their NHL, they got college, that's basketball, they got everything. And guess what happened? 2K comes along. 2K not only comes along, 2K is a damn good franchise. Then 2K decides 1 year, for all you young pups, listen up, because 2K, they were smart for doing this. 2K said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and release all our games, all our sports titles this year for $19.99. Am I lying, my old school folks? Talk to me. This was released. Imagine a game right now. If Madden came out right now and was $20. Imagine right now Call of Duty, Battlefield 6, when Elden Ring DLC, I don't care what it is. Okay? It can be DLC for any game. I don't care what. Imagine it releases $20 right now and you got a full AAA game. That's what 2K did. And EA was so damn scared. They did the right thing. They locked down the NFL license. And you wasn't going to see no NFL 2K anymore. NFL 2K, for those who seen NFL 2K on the Dreamcast, talk to me nice. Madden knew it was coming. Smart move by EA. I can't be mad at that. But this time around, it ain't happening. 2K steps in, swooped in, and now they have more than 100 schools that signed on right away. They not only said they just want to be part of a standalone title, they want to be part of a whole economy with 2K and everything. They want to be involved in a lot. Downloadable DLC. They want the whole shebang. And 2K is there for the shit. Sorry, EA. 2K with it. So, not every school is going to be in here, y'all. Let me tell y'all. So we're going to start. We're going to start with that. All right. So I don't want y'all getting too happy. It ain't like EA. EA came on. We're going to have 730 schools. We're going to have NIL money. Folks are going to be getting paid. It ain't that sweet for the 2K deal. But at least it ain't a monopoly. Okay. So they're not going to have every school. As I mentioned, they have more than 100 schools that signed right away. So it will not, but you'll have a lot of your top schools. All right. And they're going to do like fractions of the programs. Who knows if it's going to be downloadable first on NBA 2K and then comes out of its own game. But they do kind of promise some things coming late 2025 and 2026. So big shout out to them. I mean, it's a big shout out. I can't say nothing else. They confirmed a college rollout in NBA 2K with more than 100 schools and big plans all the way through 2027. So y'all, big shout out to them. No monopoly by EA, and I'm glad they just bowed out. EA just stepped to the side and said, y'all got this, man. We don't even want to battle. It's a smart move, EA. You can't have it all. You don't want part of it. Let 2K just come in and take it all. Bingo. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Yo, I think we actually might make it through on time. This is the first. We usually don't make it through the show on time. Okay, like a lot of people don't know. We don't make it through the show on time. Don't see behind me. Streameast. For everybody who listens, who watches, you know, you might be on podcast. Who knows? Who knows where you're listening, right? But those who know, Streameast is just like any other website that you go to watch your, you know, you might go to a website to watch movies, right? I've seen a lot of people do that. Hey, the movie's out. I don't care watching a bootleg. Some people do that. They go to websites and watch movies. I don't. I can't stand the quality, right? But there are people out there who like to watch the movie that way. There are some people who want to see their sports. They don't want to pay for 7 different subscriptions. They want to be able to get all their games in one location. So a lot of times people have even went to Streameast and even paid to have premium accounts and premium access. And Streameast has been around for a very long time. So much so I never knew about it. And somebody brought it to me by word of mouth. And everybody's been watching sports on it for a very long time. But not any longer. Authorities in Egypt say this is the biggest illegal sports streaming network ever. And they are working with the Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment to eventually pull the plug. And they say they have done it, but they don't know for sure. It might be some other domains, but they have at least 80 Streameast domains that drew over 1.6 billion visits in the past year. That's a lot. 2 men were arrested. Equipment and cash were seized. Investigators say the operation laundered millions through a shell company in the UAE. Now, officials called it the end of Streameast, but insiders say the original Streameast wasn't even touched. This was a copycat empire branding, and the original Streameast will almost be impossible to ever touch. So, streaming execs like DAZN are calling it a major victory because they're saying piracy actually hurts the leagues, athletes, and fans. Analysts point out a bigger problem. They think legal sports access is fragmented and expensive. That I can agree on. Okay, that I totally agree on. Soccer split across multiple platforms. NFL rights split. Piracy is a way for everybody to get everything on one platform. All right. So you can say 1 for Ace, 0 for Streameast, but if this is a copycat, you actually didn't touch anything, and Streameast is still running. So this is not a win. This is actually a fake win. So I hope you do get the real Streameast. I hope you did get the real Streameast. I'm going to say that because the reports are you did not. And for those who watch Streameast, let me know. I will say this. I agree. NFL, NBA, like all of this shit has gotten ridiculous. We're getting nickel and dime left and right. It is fucking ridiculous. I'm just going to say it. You got to go to, if you go to a fast food joint, you got to have the app. to get some shit, like to get the drink for $1 now. You got to download the app. If you're buying something, you used to be able to buy it and own it. Now you have to pay a monthly subscription, right? I mean, anything. You get a cable provider. Oh, the main fight you want to watch is on Netflix. It's not on Xfinity. Oh, damn. So I got to get a Netflix account. You get Netflix, and guess what happened? Hulu releases a series that you want to see. Oh, man, I can't see that. Oh, this movie gets released. Oh, I can't wait to see it in theaters. What? Amazon Prime only. Oh, I got to get Prime too. We being nickeled and dime ridiculously. You go to the store, you buy something. Let's say it's just McDonald's or anything. You go buy something. The guy just grabs the burger and gives it to you. It's going to say, do you want to tip him? It was no tips before. I never gave a tip for that before. Why do I got to give a tip now? Now I can come in and do a pickup. Go to Pizza Hut, go to Little Caesars or something. Go do a pickup. If Little Caesars ain't got the box, the thing gonna say, do you want to give a tip? I'm not doing that, but picking up. You may, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. My bad. I went on a rant for American society. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. That was my bad. I snapped right there. I just get tired of people being nickel and dime all over the place. Like, we're being nickel and dime by these major corporations. People don't understand it, and you got to get smart to it. You got to play with them, right? You got to play with them. Start getting into stocks. You know what I mean? If you got to run ads somewhere, run some ads. You know what I mean? Like, we got to make a little cash off of, you know, you got to do what you do. Because right now, if you don't have at least 3 streams of revenue, you probably done. Like, it's crucial out here. So you better, your wife got to work. You got to work. You got to have 3 streams of revenue. You know, if you want to live lavish, it's crazy. Anyway, y'all know what time it is. It's time for Choose Your Fate.
Round 2. Fight.
This is a segment where we always put tough choices together, and you must pick one. You cannot pick both. You always must pick one. Everybody, I want y'all to know that. Okay? So when I go in on one, it don't mean I got any personal hate towards the other one. It's just the fact that that's the way the show goes. It would be boring if I just sat here and told you guys, man, I like that one. That one's a little bit better, so I'm going to pick that one. That's not fun. It's not fun. It's not entertainment. Okay? You go in on the choice and you smash the other one. You squeeze it down to a little bitty rock. That's what you do. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now, of course, I got the last story up of Alexandra. Okay, excuse her. All right, there we go. All right, we should be good. Now, hold on, man. Can I get help? This came at me quick. I might need to pause this. Okay, can I read it? Okay. So, you must play this game for 100 hours. Rust or Ark Survival Evolved? It's a tough one. Chelsea's Way, dap me up. Harry Knuckles in. Shout out to the lady. I do it right. Okay, here we go. This is an easy choice. It's going to be Rust, man. I'm going to be honest. Ark Survival Evolved, you tanked after you released that Aquatica DLC update. It's nothing else to say to you. You're like dirt. You're crushed. You're beneath everybody's shoe. Rust is actually a game everybody's enjoying. I don't even know the economy of Rust or either one of these games, but I just know Rust didn't do what you did. Like, what you did was break the game. You broke the game, bro. Like, literally, people came and logged in and couldn't play. I had to play it, believe it or not, because I got paid. And now I'm not being paid, so I can talk all the shit I want. It was a good game, but the fact that I played it, people was telling me it was shit. That was my first experience. I could imagine what it really was. All the different mods you can run, all the different things you can do. What the hell? You can't even be next to Rust because of how terrible Aquatica was, just alone. So why are you here? Go. Get out of here. Shoot. The answer is, of course, Rust. All right? Rust is a good game. I'm not even into the whole economy, but I've watched people play Rust. I've actually sat back, looked at a Twitch stream and said, man, this game looks pretty fun. I seen some dude get in a helicopter, and within 10 seconds, he crashed and lost a lot of money for the team, and they were pissed and yelling at him. I loved it. That's what I love. That was good. Okay. That was it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, shall we? Okay. Oh. Oh my God, this tough, y'all. Woo, this tough, y'all. I need a second, man. This might be a drinker, man. This might be a go ahead and take a shot, Nick. I ain't gonna do it, man. Which one is more difficult to beat? Cuphead or Hollow Knight Silk Song? Y'all, everybody has played Hollow Knight Silk Song. It is one of the most beautiful masterpieces you could see in gaming for a long time. It ain't got nothing on Cuphead, man. Stop playing. Cuphead difficulty is on another level. I don't care what anybody talking about. Oh, have you played it? No, I ain't play it. I ain't play it. I don't care. I don't care. So what? Say what you want. I've seen people play it. I watched them on Twitch. It ain't got nothing on Cuphead, okay? Cuphead is more difficult than Hollow Knight could ever be. Hollow Knight, you got different, all types of shit you can do. Cuphead, you just shoot and reflecting. That's all you're doing, man. Come on. Stop this shit. Okay, all you Hollow Knight fans understand it's a great game, man. Both of them are great games. But I got to be honest. Cuphead difficulty is next level. I played it. Okay, I played. Have you ever played the last level of Cuphead? Have you ever played it to the point you were stuck in there for so long you couldn't get out? Like, it's different. Different levels. All right? Enderswood, what's going on now? Ender, I haven't played them. I'm way too weak. I ain't gonna lie, man. Those games, you got to have brutal thumbs, man. Your thumbs got to be built like wrestlers' ears. You know what I'm saying? Like your thumbs have got to have the callus of an NBA player's foot. Like it really got to be built for these type of games, man. All right. So let's go ahead. That was a good one. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I like that one. Oh, man. Which would hurt society more, deleting? Wow. Hey, I got to shout out the director for this question. Okay. Which would the society, oh, excuse me. I got to get that right. Which would hurt society more, deleting? Fortnite or Roblox? This is so, okay. They be hurt. Like, if you're saving a lot of kids right now, you heard what's going on in Roblox. If you delete Fortnite, do you know what's going to happen to kids? It's going to be so many kids right now who have no Halloween costume. Like, do you know how many kids? I remember when Fortnite had the little Halloween section. You remember you used to walk through. They had a couple costumes, right? What was his name? Jonesy. You got Jonesy and one other one. Man, now Fortnite has its whole. No, you know how many kids get ruined? There's not going to be any costumes. You're going to have most kids just walking around with a mask of just whoever, Skeleton Man. You know what I mean? Like, no, taking away Fortnite would hurt the society. Kids ain't going to have no dance moves. How kids going to go to the dance anymore? If you delete Fortnite, they ain't going to have no more dance moves. I tell a kid right now between the age of 6 to 12, bust out a Fortnite move, he got it. He going boom, 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 boom. He got it. He's nice because they all can do it. But if you delete Roblox, you're just helping the world. You're just making the world you're heal the world. You know what? Delete Roblox. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are little ones being, I can't say it. I want the algorithm to go. All right. But of course, which would hurt society more, deleting? It's Fortnite. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Ooh, okay. Yo, these questions have flipped. I thought it used to be like, what game is better? Or like, which food would you like more? Or what jacket fits you better? Like, that's the type of stuff I was used to. The director's on one today. Okay. Which could you survive a year in? Elden Ring or Alan Wake 2? Y'all, are you serious? Okay. Let me get straight. Let me focus. Now, I'm going to say the question. I'm going to go right into the answer. Which could you survive a year in? Elden Ring or Alan Wake 2? I'm surviving a year in Elden Ring. I believe I don't stand a chance in Alan Wake 2. I believe if you in Alan Wake 2, you're in a dream. Like something could pop up in the closet. Something could pop up anywhere. If you're in Elden Ring, you get to a nice safe zone, man, you safe. You know what I mean? You safe, man. You good. You got somebody there. If you meet one good guy who can help you in Elden Ring, okay, like your man who be, I forgot his name, who be saving every day. If you can meet one good guy, he can save you for a year in Elden Ring. Alan Wake, ain't no one person gonna be able to save you, man. Hell no, they come anywhere. There's anytime, anywhere you can get it in Alan Wake. That's what makes it psycho messed up. Mess with your brain. Okay? So without a doubt, I could survive a year in Elden Ring. I'm not surviving no year in Alan Wake 2. Easy. Okay? Yeah, Shane, I ain't gonna lie. Alan Wake 2 is such a good game, man. Such a good game. And Elden Ring's nice too. I ain't gonna lie. They're both great games. So I ain't gonna hate on either one. Let's go ahead and get to the next one. Oh, okay. Okay. Now you back on target, director. Now you back. Bravo. You back on target. You back on target. Which remake is more needed? Mass Effect Trilogy or Dino Crisis? Not gonna lie, man. Both games, great games. Mass Effect Trilogy, Dino Crisis, both great games, man. Oh man, this is a tough one. Woo! I gotta wipe my eyes. I might cry when I had to do this one dirty, man. But I gotta do you dirty. I'm sorry. We need a Mass Effect remake way more than we need Dino Crisis. Okay, and I know what people are gonna say. Mass Effect already had a remake. No, technically that's a remaster. Okay, they take the same game and they just, redo it a little bit. No, we want this remade for current gen systems. Remade. Okay, there's a difference. We don't want the remaster. We don't want you to make it look better. We want to get a full another 3 Mass Effects. A full another 3. Another 3. Not even another 3. We want another 3. NOTHA, another 3. Can we get that? And remade. We don't want a remaster. You're bad. You're bad. Oh. So, easy answer. This one is going to be Mass Effect Trilogy. We need that remake, baby. Can we get it? Can we get it? That's all I'm saying. All right. Let's see. Is there any other ones? Oh, y'all. And that right there is choose your fate. Destroyed that shit. And y'all, we are almost at the perfect hour mark. I say this was beautiful. Now, we do have a little bit of time. I want to say this. Me, Dr. Specimen, we talked off stream, but I do want to have another stream with him. We want to talk around some news around one of the Nintendo products, right? I'm not going to say which one, but we want to talk about it. Okay, right now I got some things to do. All right, and that's why we had to make the show an hour, especially. We got to hit on point. But these things we're going to talk about with Nintendo, I'm kind of curious. I haven't seen any information out there about it. So I'm curious where it's going to go. And we're going to discuss that information, hopefully later on tonight. So just want everybody to tune in. Without further ado, y'all, we nailed the show in 1 hour, man. Yo, now usually I play some freestyle music and take y'all out, but without further ado, y'all, I got to go on ahead. I got to hit something. That's why I said the hour. I got to hoop today. Yo, I might go. Yo, let me know this. Let me ask. Should I go live and hoop, y'all? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I just go live and hoop. You know what I mean? Y'all can see the whole session. I'll be out there. Swag. You know what I'm saying? I go live. I'll take y'all with me. I'll do a rampage on y'all. Y'all can roll with me everywhere. All right? I'm just saying. Y'all, it's your boy Nick Moses 05. Appreciate everybody in here. Yo, my dog, I'm just giving a shout out to everybody. Burn the damn chat up if you haven't, but anybody who lurking, I don't care. I see you out there. You my dogs. Shane, my dog, holla at you. Enderswood, Draw, Camille. Who else? Am I leaving anybody out? I don't know. Anybody who burnt the damn chat up.